Welcome back to part 2 of today's episode here on Dog Turds into Diamonds with AFC Rushden Diamonds. We are kicking off Season 4, our first season in the Vanarama National League North. We are taking on Guiseley at home. Expect a full house. You've seen in part 1 everything that's been going on through the summer. You've seen how the team looks for this game. So let's get into this. I think if we get through this first game pretty quick, we might make it a double header and watch our second game against Spennymor as well. So Sam Blair is starting goal today. Jay Williams at right back, Clements at left back, Gabadebo and Sawunmi are the two centre backs. Our new twin towers, Jack Earing playing alongside Ryan Crosdale in the midfield, Max Waltman and Thomas Hughes on the wings. Lloyd Marsh-Hughes gets his debut in the number 10 role, and James Price comes in up front, the 18-year-old, the D'Amalio Brown-Sterling replacement, the highest paid player at the club, the ex-Chelsea man. Let's hope he can have a great debut, because, I mean, I've had a few Football Manager man crushes in this series so far. Players like Jack Brown, Thomas Hughes, Kalen Hazeman, who we didn't speak about the last episode. I will make sure after this game we talk a little bit about Kalen Hazeman. But D'Amalio Brownstone, I think, might have been my biggest man crush so far this series. So James Price is under major pressure to replace that club icon. And then on the bench, George Ray could get on for his debut. King James, the captain. Morton Spencer, I nearly said Marlon Spencer. Morton Spencer, Diamond Edwards, the diamond playing for Diamonds. He is gonna come on for his debut perhaps today. And Jordan Ponticelli, the sub striker. So let's get straight into it. We are playing the same tactical system as last season. We obviously dominated the league last season. We had a brilliant run in the FA Cup. We won the Southern League Cup. We just looked really solid. Let's give squad numbers. Really nice that now this season we get squad numbers for our players. George Ray is going to be 21 and Diamond Edwards number 17. We'll see at the end of the season who has managed to sell most shirts with their numbers on. Let's hope we can get off to a really good start here as we go into the team talk. Our famous team talks. Are the players going to be up for this first game of the season? We've only got 4 new, well, I say only, 4 is quite a lot, it's nearly half the team. 4 new signings making their debuts today. So let's see how they respond. Usually your new signings are not really up for it at the start. They take a little bit of time to be convinced by you. So let's go with our assistant. We're favourites for a reason. No one reacts. Let's give them a little pump of the fists. Now they get up for it. And even the new signings are up for this one. Everyone except Price. All I'm going to do, if we look on the tactics, I'm just going to make Marsh-Hughes a shadow striker. I just think that suits his characteristics a little bit more. And I'm wondering if I just, playing at a higher level, if I just want to get our wingers to mark the fullbacks, just to give us a little bit more defensive solidity. So I'm just going to set that up. And well, let's hope for a good season. Let's get into this. AFC Rushden Diamonds playing at home. It's not a full house, but it looks kind of 65% full, doesn't it? And we get possession early on, although they started the highlight with the ball. Can we build something up here? Earing. I really feel like he's going to be a player we can hopefully rely on goals from midfield from during this season. A nice little spell of possession to start the season. We're really showing what we're all about in the Vanarama North. Great ball from Hughes, and it's an early goal for James Price, just 1.5 minutes into his AFC Rushden and Diamonds career. The 18-year-old released from Chelsea has started off with a goal, and it was Marsh Hughes as the shadow striker making that run from deep, which caused the goalkeeper to come out, and the ball just dropped nicely for Price to just tuck it in. Now we get the ball back again, and we're looking very comfortable here early on. Great start. Marsh Hughes, Clements, can he cross in? He can, and Max Waltman makes it 2. What a start to the season. Phenomenal start. The away end full, which is nice to see. And again, just really good possession. Marsh Hughes that time dropping deep to get involved in the play. And another tap in as Max Waltman scores at the back post. Great start to the season. Let's just put this on their formation. Well, how can I not be happy with this start? Let's praise the team. And can we kick on and make it even more emphatic now? As we are accustomed, we are controlling the possession. We have had all the shots at goal, but they now have an opportunity to attack. Will they get the crossover? We win it back again. Absolutely superb. We are looking very, very comfortable here. Crowsdale just supporting behind there all the way back to the keeper. Sawunmi and Gabadebo. Want to see him at a corner later on. Now Waltman brings it forward, and again just our patient build-up. Teams just cannot live with us. Earring into Price. Waltman gets it back to Price, and he has 2 on his home debut. I was and ahhing about paying £500 a week for an 18-year-old unproven striker. If he carries on like this, it is going to be cheap. Lovely through ball. Price finishes. And I think we can safely say we are going to be starting this season with a win, unless there is a major meltdown in the second half. Phenomenal, phenomenal start. They have not had a shot at goal yet. They have only had 35% of the ball. Wonderful, wonderful opening day performance. So happy. And the second half will also, I think, give me some decent chances to make some changes and let players get on for league debuts, as I hiccup there. And again, they break up the play, but we win it straight back again. Our pressing, really, really impressive. Campbell will clear it long. And again, our twin towers at the back, there's just no beating them with an aerial ball. Waltman gets the cross in, and Lloyd Marsh Hughes gets his debut goal as well. Wonderful game. What a performance. What can you say about this? We are absolutely sending a message out to the Vanarama National League North here. He's only got 9 heading, Marsh Hughes, but he does seem to be effective getting on the end of crosses. Wonderful stuff. 4-0 at half time, and this game is over. And if we continue to perform like this at home this season, then surely the fans will be filling this stadium in no time at all. We averaged, I think, around about 950 fans per home game last season. We sold 220 season tickets. We have now sold 300 season tickets, I think. So we've had a decent little increase. Let's just think about some changes here as we go to the 70th minute. Well, let's watch this highlight first. The second half has been far quieter than the first. I mean, we just ran them ragged in the first half. I would like to keep the clean sheet here, as they have a decent spell of possession and they've still got it. Can we win it back again, or are they going to get their shot at goal? Gabadebo is very tired at the back as Brandy gets in and Blair makes the save. Very nice. They've had a couple of shots now. Let's just make a couple of changes. So Gabadebo, very, very tired. George Ray will get on for his debut. I will leave him as a ball-playing defender. And who else do we want to give a game to here. I think certainly I want to get the diamond in the rough on. Let's bring him on for Max Waltman as a right winger, and we'll just leave our last change for the moment. They're both feeling a little bit complacent, which is a little bit annoying, but we haven't had as much control in this second half as they head over. Guiseley have probably been the better team in this second half. Let's see if we can maybe finish with a little bit. I can't do any more shouts right now. Let's see if we can finish with a flurry and maybe make this game even more emphatic. Diamond Edwards gets a touch, as does George Ray. Williams fouled, and they are going to get a red card for Stevenson. That just completes a miserable day for them. Let's make another little change here. Well, again, we'll wait for the end of this highlight. Don't you hate that when you go to make a change and a highlight starts? We'll get Bailey Clements off in a minute. He is absolutely shattered. I'm guessing he's taken a knock there. No, it just says it looks like he's given everything. Maybe just playing at a higher level and doing the amount of pressing that we do has just taken a bit more out of the players than it did last season. So it's suggesting King James comes on from there as Thompson forces another really good save out of Blair. Blair has been phenomenal in this second half. We have not controlled the game in nearly the same way. You could say we've even been disappointing in the second half. Let's make this change here. Do I bring on... Yeah, I guess I will bring King James on. We'll put him at left back just to finish the game. The club captain. Not his position, but I'm sure he can do it for 5 minutes. As they change their formation a little bit with the sending off. Now playing with a number 10 there behind the striker. King James gets a touch. Crowsdale wins it back. Diamond Edwards, could he get a through ball there? No, he ran away towards the goal, but Williams was able to get a cross in, and Price completes a debut hat-trick. It looks like we might have a new star, 18 years old, and he's kicking off his career, not just his AFC Russian and Diamonds career, but his professional career with a hat-trick. Absolutely. What a day for him. Young James Price, a hat-trick hero on his debut. What can you say about that? What a great way to finish the game. Let's praise the players there, no doubt about it. Very happy with the result and the way you played. And let's give a little bit of extra love for James Price there. Fantastic. You were excellent tonight. It doesn't get any better than that, does it? What a way to start in a new division. 5 goals to nothing and a hat-trick for an 18-year-old debutant. I'm delighted with that. Alright, so we are going to move forward now to the Spennymor game. I think we will come back for that. We'll also have a look at how Kalen Hazeman has been getting on since he left us just before the playoffs last season. I'm not going to hold it against him. We might be waiting in a bit of a loop here for the media reaction. So I'm going to pause it there and we will be back for the Spennymor game. See you very, very shortly. Well, here we are. We are ready to take on Spennymor Town, our second game of the season. Thought we would start off, as I forgot it in the season preview. Kalen Hazeman, he is now an Oldham Athletic player. So pleased for him to be getting league football. You can see he's played a game in League 2 for Oldham. He's played in the Carabao Cup. So good to see his career going forward now. Would love to have him back in the future. Maybe when we can get ourselves up, hopefully, to League 2 in the future, maybe he might be going out of contract at the same time and we might be able to sort something out. That would be great. A real favourite of mine so far in this save. And, well, yeah, pleased to see that he is getting league football and taking his career forward. Hopefully he can really start to fulfil his potential. So we are taking on Spennymor Town. They are in 12th as my dog starts to bark. Yeah, they are in 12th. Their manager is Kenny Miller, who we actually played Spennymor in our first season. We beat them in the FA Cup, and he was a little bit disparaging about us before the game. Said he thought it would be an easy game, and I seem to remember us beating them like 4-0. So hopefully we can get a repeat of that. So let's go straight into this. It's only been 3 days since we played against Guiseley, so I think we're going to have to make some changes here. If we look at the team, they've actually recovered pretty well, I think. I mean, we do have an away game against Hereford in 4 days' time. So, I don't know, maybe I make some changes here. I think what I might do is bring George Ray in for Gabadebo, and then Jack Earing, who is a little bit more tired than others. I think I might bring him out and Morton Spencer in. If we look down on the bench, Jack Brown is still technically injured. I've been told he could do 75 minutes, but I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to chance it. So I was expecting to maybe have to make more changes than that, but I'm going to leave it at that for now. Unless perhaps we go Jay Williams for Jim Fenlon, because I think if I play Jay Williams here, I think he is maybe not going to be fit enough for the Hereford game. So I'll keep that in mind there. And yeah, I will leave it at that right now. So just Jim Fenlon and Morton Spencer coming in along with George Ray. Let's get this team sheet in and let's get into this game. I think if Spennymor are anything like when we played them 3 seasons ago in the FA Cup, then hopefully this can be another winnable game. And we can take a lot of confidence into that Hereford game, which I would expect would be a little bit more challenging. So let's go with our assistant again. I want you to pick up where you left off. A couple of players have reacted, which is good, particularly James Price after he got his hat-trick. So all I'm going to do tactically is again just change Mark Hughes into a shadow striker role. And they are playing with wing backs, so no need to get Waltman and Hughes tracking back so much today. So let's just get into that. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Can we make it 2 wins out of 2? Give ourselves a perfect start in the Vanarama North. And really start putting down solid bases to build on through this season. Nothing much happening in the first 15 minutes. Let's just encourage the players. First highlight, they have possession. And we win it back nicely. Just Ray just stepping in there and intercepting the ball. Waltman gets a cross in. And Price very nearly has a repetition of his 3rd goal in the previous game. You can see Gloucester are already top of the table with 2 wins out of 2, or they're winning right now, so they would be top of the table as it stands. I think Gloucester are going to be a real force this season. We come forward again, and Jim Fenlon wins a penalty, which Lloyd Marsh Hughes will take to make it 2 goals in 2 appearances in his AFC Russian Diamonds career, and he does. 15 penalty taking in the Vanarama North. That is what it gets you. Go on, Marsh Hughes. Great start. Let's just try and build on this now. And the table there changes, and we are top on goal difference in the middle of this second game. Gloucester 2-0 up at Guiseley. So they're giving another pasting to Guiseley, who are having a horrendous start to the season. Very few highlights so far in this game, but we get the ball back here. Marsh Hughes. He looks like he's going to be a fantastic signing this season. Jim Fenlon gets a cross in against the bar, and Max Waltman just taps into the open net. 2-0 up and cruising. Who was that who got the header in there? Was that Marsh Hughes again getting involved with the head? And it could be difficult for Jack Brown to get back into the team right now. Looking at the way this is going, Let's just praise the players there as it cuts to half time. Let's tell them I'm very happy. And the players are very, very pleased and motivated going into the second half. Let's have another half of football like that. Just really put this one to bed. I'm still not sure about how the Hereford game might go. Our first away game in this division. It's going to be interesting to see. But at home, we have looked very, very confident so far. I'm going to make a couple of changes here as well as they get a free kick. I thought that might have been in. Let's just pause it there. Now, Lloyd Marsh Hughes is very tired. I want him fit for the game against Hereford. So I'm going to who do I bring on here? I'm going to bring on Jack Earing, and I'm going to make Morton Spencer the number 10. I'm not going to make him a shadow striker though. I'm going to make him an advanced playmaker now on support. And Max Waltman pretty tired. I'll change him up for Edwards. So Wunmi pretty tired there. I'm going to leave it at that for now. James Price is also a little tired. Really need to think. We've got 3 days rest before that game. So I need to think about, do I prioritise the defence there with Sawunmi, as Hughes has a good shot from range, or do I prioritise the forward line with Price? I mean, we've also got Crowsdale, who's getting a little bit tired in the midfield as well. Morton Spencer couldn't find Price there. He's got good passing, Morton Spencer, but a little bit of lack of vision. Jim Fenlon, can he find somebody? He's done well on his appearance. Again, the man we thought would be leaving early last season has now set up Thomas Hughes for his first goal in the Vanarama North. Really pleased for him as well. I'm going to skip that. Sorry, that was habit there. Normally on a live com I'd let that go, but I've just got the habit of when I'm playing, I generally don't watch the highlights unless it's a really great goal. Edwards, Fenlon, Earing. Can Fenlon get another cross in? He can. And Edwards almost forcing a goal there. And I'm going to make our last change, and I'm actually going to make it for the goal scorer Thomas Hughes. I want him to be fit for Hereford for sure. So I'm going to move Edwards to the left wing. What roles can he play? So he can play as an inverted winger or the inside forward, the same as Hughes. So I'm going to leave it at that. Ponticelli goes to the right wing. Let's have a look here, and can we maybe finish with another one? A 5-0 and a 4-0 would be a bit special. Price still hasn't got his goal today. Can we just give him a little G up for the last few minutes as we go into a highlight? And again, we just look really good in possession, really comfortable, great control of the game. Nice to see Morton Spencer come in and do well as well. Ponticelli into Price, back to Fenlon. Fenlon showing that he's going to be a good option in this league still. Ponticelli to get the cross in, couldn't find Price. And it's away. They now have a counter-attack and the highlight goes on. McCarthy will get onto it. Is it going to be a chance for them? It is. Blair couldn't get to it. I think it might have come off the post and we scramble it away in the end. Very, very close. They've only had one shot on target all game. And, well, I guess we have to be pleased again as we get a very late highlight. Could we maybe make it 4-0 to finish? We can't because Ray has missed the header. And that's disappointing. Max McCarthy gets a consolation goal for them. And you have to say it's a huge error from George Ray on his full league debut, isn't it? Very, very disappointing. Max McCarthy finishes it nicely, but I think we've got to be... The only pleasing thing is we don't have to pay out any clean sheet bonuses now. But good enough. 3-1 win. A brilliant start to the season. Let's tell them not to get complacent. I don't want to go over the top right now at the start of the season. And as I say, don't get complacent. Bailey Clements is complacent. So there you go. But yeah, all in all, really good performance. Really good performance. We've got plenty of goals in our first 2 games. We look like we're going to be a force in this division. Very pleased with that. Let's just have a look. So we are top on goal difference right now. And if we look at the schedule, again, I'm not too sure when we'll be back. As we get stuck going into the schedule, I'm not too sure when we might be back. We've got FA Cup first round qualifying. We've got Colne in the Southern League Cup, which we still have to defend as holders. I guess we're just going to be looking and seeing kind of how results go and how other teams are looking. I think maybe York away or Telford away there. Maybe one of the games towards the end of September we'll come back in there, and then we'll look at how the FA Cup and the FA Trophy are looking in terms of what teams we get drawn against. So that'll do for now. Let's just drink in the league table, top of the table after 2 games, on goal difference from Curzon Ashton and Gloucester, as well as York and Blythe. So a few teams have got off to a 100% start. Nice start to the season. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like on the video, and we'll see you very soon on the next episode of Dog Turds into Diamonds. Bye for now.